Hi, everyone. So, we're learning today how we can create Genius Hour questions about our topics. And we talked a little bit about how it's important when you're thinking about your topic to let your mind wander and let your mind just think about all the different questions and thoughts that you have about your topic. And so, what we're going to do today is we're going to think about our topics and we're going to start to create some Genius Hour questions about our topics. Genius hour questions are those deeper and higher level questions that use words like why, how, what causes, why did, what if, things that can't easily be answered by a Google search. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how I can organize my thinking and start to brainstorm questions about my topic. On my screen, you'll see an organizer. You will have a copy of this on the Genius Hour site. You can print it out and write on it, or you can make a copy in Google Docs and you can type your questions. So right now, I'm going to show you how I use this organizer and how I start to generate some questions about my topic. So the topic I'm choosing to learn more about is recycling. This is a topic that's really important to me because I'm always looking for ways to help protect our earth, and I'm really interested in how recycling works. So I'm going to start to record some of the questions that I have in my brain about recycling. And so as I sit here and I think about my topic, the first thing I'm thinking about is I'd like to know a little bit more about how recycling actually helps our environment. I always hear about how recycling is important, but I'm not sure I know exactly why. So I'm going to write down my first question. How does the environment? I'm also wondering, how does recycling actually work? So I know that I put things into my recycling bin and I know I'm doing a good thing, but I'm not really sure what happens to those things after. So I'm going to put that question down too. How does recycling work? And next to that, I'm going to put, where do the things go? And then as I start to think more about recycling and why this topic was important to me, part of it is that I've heard a lot of the things that we put in our recycling bins to recycle don't actually get recycled and just end up in the trash. So I'm curious to learn more about that. So I'm wondering, what types of products do we think can be recycled but actually cannot? And then I'm sort of wondering what happens to those products. So, what happens to products, that cannot be recycled? Okay. Another part of recycling that's really interesting to me is how we can reuse products that can't be recycled, right? So, I'm going to put that down as my next question. How can we reuse products that cannot be recycled? What a we. I'm going to go back and add that. And then that gets me to thinking about, are there ways to repurpose things? So maybe there are things we have that we no longer need, but we could use them for a different purpose. So I'm going to write that as, how can we repurpose items that we use? All right. So now I have some questions. And what I can do next is I can start to research some of these questions and see if they lead me to a specific topic about recycling that I want to learn more about. All right, it's your turn to give it a try. See how it goes.